we need Juicy. But they came back to me with a real contract because the first contract was nothing.
Carlos King is back and so is Miss Juicy, but there's more to the story than you think. Carlos King is back on the scene, and he's bringing someone big with him, Miss Juicy, the one and only Queen of Atlanta. That's right, she's stepping back into the spotlight, and it's not just a simple return to TV. The new show she's involved in isn't what most people expected. But before we get into the wild trailer, the behind-the-scenes drama, and Juicy's powerful comeback, let's take a step back. Because the truth behind this new series runs way deeper than just reality show drama. It's about betrayal, silence, and one woman's fight to rise again.
My word,
When your contract was up,
I didn't have one.
wait, what?
God bless you.
Wait, so for 14 years,
God bless you.
If you know anything about Carlos King, you know this man doesn't just create reality shows, he creates whole empires. From Love and Marriage, Huntsville to Bet Presents, The Encore, he knows how to turn TV stars into household names. And his relationship with Miss Juicy? That goes back years. She was one of the key figures in Little Women, Atlanta, a show she helped make famous until things got messy and she was suddenly out of the picture. Juicy didn't make a public exit either. She disappeared without much explanation. No interviews, no social media updates, nothing. This was after a major health scare in 2022. Naturally, fans were worried and confused. But now, out of nowhere, she's showing up again on a show produced by Carlos King. That's not just a comeback. That's a statement.
Needed me to bring the show to life.
what lie were they trying to expose?
Like somebody had a fake boyfriend.
Here's where it gets interesting. Insiders are already talking. According to sources close to the production, this new show isn't just about Juicy returning to TV. It's also about telling the real story behind her exit from Little Women, Atlanta, something she's never fully explained. Rumors of being forced out, strange contracts, and drama behind the scenes have been floating around for years. Now, it seems like we might finally get the truth. For a long time, Juicy was everywhere. From her standout moments on Little Women, Atlanta, to her hilarious sound bites on the Ricky Smiley morning show, she was busy and beloved. Then, out of nowhere, she was gone. When someone with such a big personality disappears like that, people start asking questions. Fans wondered if it was health issues, contract problems, or something even deeper. Eventually, news came out in 2022 that Miss Juicy had suffered a serious stroke. It was bad. She had a brain bleed, lost parts of her memory, and had to go through speech therapy.
Girls, really, they didn't know me, but they had animosity towards me. The reason why they had animosity towards me, because behind the scene, you know, when they would have private talk, or, you know, before the show started, they thought I was a bad person because this is what they was being told.
She later shared a heartfelt video thanking fans for their support, but it wasn't flashy. It was raw and emotional. Clearly, she was healing not just physically but mentally too. But that left more questions. Was the stroke the reason she left the spotlight? Or had something already gone wrong before that happened? Many believe she had already started pulling away from the industry before her health crisis. Something had clearly changed. Then enters Carlos King. If you follow reality TV, you know his name brings both excitement and controversy. He's known for creating viral moments, dramatic scenes, and unforgettable characters. He's the mastermind behind some of the biggest reality TV moments of the last decade. But he also has a reputation for stirring the pot, sometimes a little too much. Cast members from past shows have called him out for exaggerating drama, editing things to look more explosive than they were, and even encouraging emotional breakdowns just to get attention. And now he's working with Juicy. That alone raised eyebrows. Is this a genuine effort to give her a platform and let her tell her side of the story? Or is it just another reality TV setup designed to create buzz and boost ratings?
You and the other Little Women acting,
See, here's the deal.
you felt like Miss Minnie became jealous of you.
I didn't think that she was trying to be like me, but I wasn't saying it I was blind to it.
Some of Juicy's old co-stars from Little Women, Atlanta have hinted that not everything on that show was as real as it seemed. There were whispers about scenes being staged, real-life emotional growth being cut from the final edit, and producers pushing people into arguments. Many cast members felt like they were used for drama rather than supported as people. That's why this new project is so interesting and maybe even risky. On the surface, it looks like a big comeback. Carlos King is producing. Juicy is back in front of the camera. And the trailer? It's already making waves. But the timing is important. After everything she's been through, why now? One possibility is that Carlos is helping Juicy take control of her story, something she didn't have the chance to do before. Maybe this is her opportunity to speak her truth, share what really happened, and show fans who she is outside of the old TV image. But there's also the concern that this could just be another reality formula: build the hype, add drama, and make money. Here's the exciting part: this show isn't a spin-off or a side role. It's all about Juicy. She's front and center. This isn't just her showing up for a few scenes, it's her series, and she's leading the charge. That alone changes everything. For years, she's been part of a group or in the background. Even though she became the face of Little Women, Atlanta, she still had to share the spotlight. Now, it's her time to shine on her own terms. Reports say the new show will focus heavily on Juicy's recovery journey. So don't expect just jokes and one-liners. We're going to see the real side of her. The process of healing, rebuilding her life, going through therapy, and figuring out who she is now, all of that will be part of the story. And it's not always going to be easy to watch. There are emotional scenes, tough conversations, and even moments where she opens up about feeling betrayed by people she once trusted. There are also whispers of celebrity cameos. People from her past and some new faces will reportedly appear and bring their own drama with them. These aren't just guest appearances either. Word is, these people will have a big impact on the storyline. Whether it's old friends, former co-workers, or past castmates, they're coming in with baggage. From a production standpoint, the show looks like a big deal. Glossy visuals, dramatic lighting, emotional confessionals, it's being treated like a top-tier series, not just a throwaway reality show. Carlos is clearly going all in. But not everyone is celebrating. Some fans are cautious. They've seen what happens when reality stars trust producers too much. They don't want Juicy to get caught up in another round of fake fights or manipulated stories, especially after everything she's already been through. But here's the thing, Juicy isn't new to this. She's smart. She's been in the game for years. And if she's stepping back into the spotlight now, it's probably because she feels ready. So whether this turns out to be a heartfelt comeback or just another dramatic reality show, one thing's clear: Miss Juicy's story isn't over. And she's about to tell it her way. Miss Juicy has been in the entertainment world for a long time. She's done it all: radio, reality TV, public appearances, you name it. She's been in the spotlight, faced the critics, and still managed to stay strong through it all. But this time, things feel different. According to behind-the-scenes sources, Juicy isn't just showing up for the cameras, she's helping shape what we actually see. Word is, she's got a bigger role behind the curtain, working with producers to tell her story on her terms. That's a big shift. For once, she's not just reacting to how editors cut her scenes or how the drama plays out around her. She's making choices, giving input, and finally being heard. And honestly, if there's anyone who's earned that kind of respect and control, it's Miss Juicy. Let's keep it real, timing matters. And for Juicy, this comeback isn't just about being back on TV. It feels like a chance to take back control of her story after years of being part of shows where she didn't get the final say. Whether it was Little Women, Atlanta, or her quiet exit from the Ricky Smiley morning show, she didn't always have the power to tell her side. But now? That might be changing. Insiders say Juicy didn't just come back to be talent this time, she may have negotiated real creative input, maybe even a producer title. That's a game changer. That means she's helping decide what parts of her life get shared and how it's presented. She's not just on the ride, she's driving the car. She finally gets to tell her truth, her way. Now, let's talk about Carlos King for a minute. He's known for creating drama-filled reality shows. Some people love that about him. He knows how to make things exciting. But others say he takes it too far, pushing cast members into conflicts just to get viral moments. So when you hear he's working with Juicy, you can't help but wonder why now? Some people think Carlos is trying to rebuild his own image by giving the spotlight to someone who truly deserves it. And if that's the case, this project could be a win for both of them. For Juicy, it could be the moment she's been waiting for to reclaim her name, her story, and her peace. For Carlos, it could be a chance to show a more thoughtful side of his production style. Either way, the stakes are high. Juicy has always been more than just a personality, she's a force. Her voice is unforgettable. Her phrases have gone viral again and again. Her presence on screen can light up a scene without even trying. She's helped shape an entire era of entertainment. And even when the cameras stopped rolling, her influence never faded. This new series might be her final chapter, or maybe just the next phase in her journey. It might give fans the honesty and closure they've been hoping for, or it might be a surprise twist that no one saw coming. Either way, one thing's clear: Miss Juicy didn't just take part in reality TV, she helped define it. And she's not done yet. So now, the big question: can Carlos King really help tell Juicy's story the right way? Or is this another typical reality show where things get messy fast? We'll have to wait and see. What do you think? Drop a comment below. Do you believe Carlos will do right by Miss Juicy's legacy? Or are you worried this could go off the rails again? Either way, if you're cheering for her comeback like we are, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update on what's next for the Queen of Atlanta. Because one thing's for sure, Miss Juicy is back, and this time, she's got something real to say. Either way, if you're cheering for her comeback like we are, make sure you hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss an update on what's next for the Queen of Atlanta. Because one thing's for sure, Miss Juicy is back, and this time, she's got something real to say.